Okay, so here we are with Kevin Huetink from Out on a Limb. It seemed like it was a grueling movie to make. Is that right?
There was a lot of ups and downs because of just the habits of the characters. You're always rooting for the best possible ending, so it was certainly sort of emotionally draining as a filmmaker to see the people you're rooting so hard for up one day and then crushed the next. So it did have kind of an impact on me as well, just following around these different stories. So like I said, you're always hoping for the perfect outcome, but you're just there to follow the stories wherever they go and hope for the best. So I think I did a decent job showing some of the hopefulness, showing some of the good, showing some of the bad. But yeah, it was definitely pretty emotionally taxing because you definitely grow attached to all three characters for sure during the course of filming. It took over 2.5 years, so yeah, you definitely become attached to your own story for sure. I know that it's screened 4 times so far in the Seattle area, and Allison Eisinger of Skitch, Seattle King County Coalition for Homelessness, has really championed this film. Skitch has sort of adopted this film, and she's really making a lot of social justice type strides with the film, so I'm grateful to her for that.
Can you tell us a little bit about your process? Did you have a big film crew? Was this kind of more just tell us a little bit about your filmmaking process?
Well, my filmmaking process was just me. Basically, it was a one-man show during the whole filming process, and that I did the camera and the sound and whatever lighting I could. It was pretty rudimentary at best, but lighting, sound, camera, and I had a co-writer who put together numerous drafts with me, and then had an editor as well. So I was really attached to the story. So I know that Dave was very happy with the film. I had sent him copies before tonight, so he had already seen it and was very happy with the outcome. As a filmmaker, that was huge to have the person you're following accept the film that you like. So I'm grateful for that. And he's really thrilled that his story is getting out there and that it's doing some good, helping some people and raising awareness. So he A, loves the film, and B, is grateful that he actually is personally putting a face to some of these issues. I'd love to explore some sort of distribution, whatever that may be. And the big dream all along has been to sort of submit it to PBS as part of our Real Northwest film series. They may like it, they may not. But that's the main goal is some TV and some future festivals.
What do you think was the most challenging aspect of making this movie?
I think it was the time it took. I mean, this is, like I said, this wasn't a job for me. I wasn't getting paid to do this. So just trying to hold down relationships, personal relationships with your girlfriend, your family, maintaining a nearly full-time job, and trying to make a documentary on top of it. It's pretty taxing, and it really pushed me and the ones closest to me to the limit on more than one occasion. You
had mentioned in the Q&A session that you are a documentary filmmaker. What other films have you made?
This is the first feature. I was in the process of doing some other stories prior to this, but ditched those because I was trying to balance them both at one time, and trying to follow some other characters and their story, as well as this one proved to be way too taxing. So I dedicated myself to this full time. So I hope that maybe I'll go back to some other stories I started earlier on, but so far this is my first feature.
We're here with Dave, the Squirrel Man, from Out on a Limb. After seeing the movie, how do you feel that's going to impact your life? What that's going to do in the future for other folks that may be going through the same thing as you?
That's basically why I'm working with the REACH system. We're helping other people that are in the same position that I was in, whether they be mentally handicapped, physically handicapped, or drug and alcohol problems, to where we can get them back into being a human being again and knowing what life really is. It's not hiding in a bottle, or it's not hiding in drugs just to hide from yourself. This movie's impacted me because it's about me. I think I've grown from the movie. I'm trying to do better, as good as I can for what I have. I'm starting over in life, but me helping other people has been a big bonus in my life. It gives me a worthwhile thing to do for me.